You've heard the motion, heard the resolution. We have a motion.
So moved, Valerie.
Second.
Second.
All right, all those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Thank you very much.
Aye.
Resolution F 2021-25.
Authorizing contract number 2021-007 with Rush Truck Centers of Ohio Incorporated for furnishing of Caterpillar C9 diesel engine I'm sorry, I'm saying this wrong. Is it percolate filters, particulate filters, as specified and as required for a period of 1 year in an amount not to exceed $323,131.16. General Fund, Fleet Management Department budget.
All right, you heard the resolution. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Move second.
Good. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Thank you very much. Number H 2021-27.
Okay, I think we skipped one. We're on G.
Gee, I apologize.
That's fine.
2021-26.
Authorizing contract number 2021-035 with Special Counsel Incorporated to provide temporary legal services as required for a period of 6 months and an amount not to exceed $115,000. General Fund, Legal Department budget.
All right, we have a motion.
So moved, Mayor Weiss.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Thank you very much. H 2021-27.
Ratifying an increase and authorizing an extension to small purchase contract with Special Counsel Incorporated to provide additional temporary legal services in an amount not to exceed $42,718 for a total contract amount not to exceed $112,718. General Fund, Legal Department budget.
You heard the motion. We have motion. The resolution. We have a motion. Motion.
So moved, Mayor Weiss.
Good. Thank you. Second. Second.
Valerie.
Thank you, Valerie. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Thank you very much. Aye. 2021-28.
Approving the 2021 Internal Audit Plan.
We have a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Move second.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Thank you very much. J 2021-29.
Authorizing the filing of requests for community project funding for the rail car replacement program with members of the United States Congress for federal fiscal year 2022 appropriations.
All right. You've heard the resolution. We have a motion.
So moved.
Thank you. Second.
Move second.
Thank you. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Thank you very much. All right. It's now time to hear the interim treasurer's report, secretary treasurer's report.
We will have Raj Gotham, who was our Deputy General Manager for Finance, will be reporting today in lieu of Flanse Caver. Flanse Caver is currently on vacation, so we will have Raj reporting in his stead.
Is Dr. Caver online this morning?
I believe he is dialed in.
Hello, Dr. Caver.
Reverend, how are you? Congratulations to you. Congratulations, Ms. Moss.
Oh, good. Good to hear from you. We won't ask where we are, but enjoy your vacation. Raj, the floor is yours.
Mr. President, congratulations, first of all. This is Raj Gotham, members of the board. My privilege to present the interim secretary treasurer update. We're starting off with the first slide, which is a customary slide that presents the general economic conditions. The purpose of this slide is just to demonstrate that even with the lowering or coming down of the unemployment rate on a nationwide basis, historically, Cuyahoga County lags the state of Ohio as well as the national unemployment rate, which is demonstrated on this slide. A quick slide on our ridership. What this slide is demonstrating, obviously, is the 2019 ridership, which is pre-COVID era, indicated in the blue line, and green shows the fiscal 2020 ridership. January and February were fairly stable, and then with the lockdowns that began in mid-March, we started experiencing the decline in ridership. Red indicates the 2021 ridership for January and February. Compared to 2020, on a year-to-date basis, we are still down about 58%. Passenger fares in relationship to ridership are trending pretty much in the same ratio. On a year-to-date basis, we're down 57%. Sales tax, which represents our largest source of operating revenue, has been fairly stable. March is down 2.6%. What the metric on the right side of the slide indicates is the comparison of March 21 sales tax categories that have shown the highest amount of increase on a year-to-year basis. Online sales are up nearly 20% when compared to March 2020. Motor vehicles and watercraft have been strong, and Department of Liquor at 66.3% obviously is a very, very strong number. The thing to highlight over here, obviously, is that there is a 3-month lag in the economic activity and when we actually collect the sales tax. So when we see March collections,
Yes.
it really relate to the
Good
activity
morning.
that had transpired back in December 2020.
Hello?
Quick
Hello?
update on CRSA, the Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental
Hello?
Appropriations Act. As previously demonstrated and shared with you, it's a 100% federal share. There is no local match to this grant. The total that was awarded for transit agencies was $14 billion. The amount allocated to the Cleveland urbanized area, which includes GCRTA, Medina County Public Transit, Lake Tran, Akron Metro, Parda, and Geauga County, was about $74.3 million.
Hello?
The Greater Cleveland RTA's portion is estimated at $67.3 million. There is still a portion that needs to be allocated by NOACA. We are currently not aware of how that allocation will be conducted. The Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021, or the American Rescue Plan, was signed into law on Friday, March 12th. We're still waiting on more information regarding the official guidance and the allocation that RTA is likely to receive. Questions?
Any hint at all of what we might get from that?
It is still too early. We've been reviewing the language, Reverend Lucas. There are certain provisions included in the earlier drafts of the act, which indicated that a certain amount, I think it was about $20 billion, that was reserved for transit that were the most impacted. So we're still looking at the definition, etc. We are expecting the apportionment tables to be completed either sometime this week or maybe early next week. We'll have more information at that time.
Any questions from the board? If not, thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
Now here our general manager's report.
Good morning and thank you. I will be giving a brief general manager's report for the month of March
What's
here.
wrong with this
I want to
device?
start out by saying thank you for Cleveland, really, to allow us to be a community partner. Just to touch on some of the pandemic opportunities of partnership and collaboration that we've been afforded, and also at the urgency and the urging of our newly elected board president, Reverend Lucas, we have taken a look at how to collaborate with other stakeholders and other business stakeholders in order to provide free rides for those individuals in the community that are seeking vaccinations against COVID-19. As you all are aware, there has been a huge community effort through CSU to be able to use their Wilstein Center as a mass vaccination site. And we have been lucky enough to be able to partner with that agency as well as others. I'm going to actually turn it over to Ms. Natoya Walker Minor. Again, I want to welcome her to the team. I believe this is her first in-person board meeting. She's been with us about 2 weeks now, and she's absolutely hit the ground running. Definitely has been a stellar hire so far, and I expect nothing less for her going forward. The point guards, I guess if you want to call them on this program, have been Natoya Walker Minor, Flonse Caver for operations, and Steve Goodall for marketing. So between the three of them, we really have pushed forward to be able to provide free transportation. And when I say free, of course, there's always a cost, but that has been mitigated through an ODOT grant, which Natoya will explain here in a couple minutes. So again, we do appreciate that. Reverend Lucas, we appreciate your foresight in urging us to go ahead and move forward, and also to the board for supporting us in our engagement. So Natoya, if you want to take it.
Sure, thank you and good morning. I'm here to report out on the ODOT Rides to Community Immunity. 2 weeks ago, we learned that we were going to receive a $773,000 grant from ODOT without a match requirement. The goal of the grant is equity of access to the vaccine sites, any sites in the city of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, and of course there's emphasis on the Wolstein Center, which is called the Max Vaccination Site. This program is operational for an 8-week period, for the period March 17th, which was last Monday, and it will run through May 8th. What we are going to do with our portion of the grant dollars is to provide 10,000 all-day passes. These passes are delivered to Cuyahoga County for dissemination through their Office of Family Services to be distributed through their social service agencies. So those social service agencies will disseminate the all-day passes to people in and around the community. The reason for the decision of an all-day pass is, of course, to encourage those that receive the passes to not only get their vaccine, but also if they have to make a stop at the grocery store or medical appointment, because with the access passes for the community to immunity, you register your date and time to receive your vaccine. We are also providing rides to Wolstein and any other area around for the parking lots. Thirdly, we will fund third-party providers to provide services for the inner ring suburbs. For example, senior transportation services and any of their contractors that are available. And lastly, free rides for existing paratransit customers. Our paratransit bus is at Gate A, so that persons can quickly get into the Wolstein Center. And we also have a stop at Gate
Please state your name and city of residence
we
you are
also
calling
have two
about after the
photographs.
tone, then press
In this
the pound key.
photograph, you see RTA police.
Reverend-
You see our bus.
Excuse
and
me,
you
Reverend
see the
Pinckney
Wolstein
Butts
Center.
in all of
And
the
then the
cities.
next slide, you see the paratransit at Gate A for Wolstein.
Thank you, Natoya.
Thank you.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe we have Nick Davidson in the room as well. He is serving as the acting deputy for operations while Flonse is out. Nick is providing updated information on ridership
Thank you.
to the executive
Listen to
management
the
team.
show,
And
awaiting.
Nick, you'll have to
A
correct me
beeping
if my
noise will
memory is
indicate
foggy,
you
but
are
I
on the
believe
air
we're
with
somewhere around
code.
700 rides for the Wolstein Center at this point, and about 130 for paratransit.
Yes, ma'am, and we're still waiting for ridership from tomorrow, but it was 710 for the shuttle and 131 for paratransit. You're correct, ma'am.
Wonderful.
All right, fantastic. Not too far off.
Wonderful.
Let me just pause for a moment if there are any questions from the board about this particular endeavor that we're very, very proud of.
Actually, I don't have any questions because I'm in contact with people trying to encourage them to go and get their vaccine. Of course, one of the complaints, it would cost me money. And I was telling them, well, would you rather pay to go and get your shot or lay over in the hospital? But this makes it possible for them to go and get their shot in. I thank you for working out where they can do the shopping, whatever, with the all-day pass and go back. And we're so glad that, Latoya, you're on board. I've known you for a long time, a very talented person. We're glad that you're now sharing talents with RTA. And of course, Mr. Dickinson, he's going to put it in a good order, and we're going to be able to probably double that up before the week is out. The number of paratransit riders that can go and get the shot. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nick. I believe that's a challenge, so take that one. Okay. I do want to.
You caught that, didn't you?
I did, absolutely. I do want to add one more comment about that particular program. We are currently working through evaluation to see how we can also start to potentially open up the shuttle service to our particular employees in-house. So we're working through that. We'll have an update for the board at some point in April to be able to advise how we're actually extending that same courtesy to our in-house employees. We want to make sure that we keep our RTA family safe as well. So just an update on that. Really quickly, see if it's working here.
Hard to get rid of a paratransit bus.
That's true. There we go. Okay, thank you. Wanted to also introduce to the board a small pilot program that we are actually working on. We're starting to unveil this to the public. Wanted to be able to bring it here first. We have been contemplating a way to be able to address the first last mile issue when it comes to mobility and access in the greater Cleveland area. When I first got here to RTA, this was one of the issues that came up right away. How to be able to access transportation if and when manufacturing sites and other employment generators have been moved out further in the outer ring suburbs, and how to be able to work with communities like Solon and Strongsville that might be seeing a reverse commute situation where RTA may not be able to take them all of the way to their last mile destination. So what we've done is we've actually looked inside of ourselves, right? We've looked in-house and started to think about how can we actually start to find this data, find what shifts people are working that need our services, what worksite locations are increasingly not located in the central business district, and where is there a mismatch between potential employees where they live and where the jobs are available. We've actually begun to work through several task force with Solon, for example, and started to work through the centers to be able to get more information about this. And we found that there's a need for a pilot. So our solution here at RTA is basically a short-term pilot program, about 6 months to a year, that will be funded here, and I'll go into that in a second. A short-term pilot program to provide transportation connection from an RTA facility to the employer through the first mile, last mile of the work trip. What we're hoping to do is be able to, again, connect the community. That's our new mantra, connect the community. Understanding how we can develop this partnership with potential other business stakeholders to be able to provide this transportation. We will not provide the operators or the vehicles. We are a unionized workforce here at RTA, so we have to be cognizant of that. However, what we do have to offer is the scheduling expertise, is the marketing expertise, is the logistical sort of know-how to be able to lead those particular employers down the right path so that they have that first mile, last mile covered. So what we're doing is we're actually going to advertise and launch a program through the procurement process and organize a webinar to launch the program and provide up to $200,000 of RTA funds through executive budget to be able to provide technical route planning assistance, marketing and promotion, and of course, guidance to be able to match with those proposers who will be able to match that $200,000. And this might be, for example, a Google, it might be a Sherwin-Williams, it might be a paint shop, it could be anywhere that wants to be able to see this pilot program benefit their employees. We'll then take that data at the end of the program, at the end of that 6 months or the end of that year, to be able to determine whether or not additional trips need to be added to our service plan. We have actual raw data at that point to determine where the need is. So we're excited about that, and our schedule is as follows. We do hope to be able to release proposals in April, and then evaluate through the summer, award in July, and institute the service in the early fall. So we're looking forward to it. We definitely are excited that this is a solution, a step in the right path to getting to the end goal for the mobility. And we didn't want to just sit and wait. We wanted to be part of the solution, and this is our first step toward that. Also wanted to give a quick update on the Employee Transit Appreciation Day, which was March 18th. We hope that everyone waved 6 feet apart to their driver, to their operator of their bus, train, or trolley, and really appreciated those employees that are out there every day. Appreciate the administrative staff and appreciate those behind the scenes working in maintenance. We had a lot of social media flurry. Our marketing manager, Christy Cox, really kind of took this by the horns under the direction, of course, of Steve Biddle within marketing, and also worked with HR and training to be able to provide gifts in the form of RTA umbrellas that really said thank you to them for their work. We also provided a meal at all of the districts so that folks can kind of commune as far as they can, socially distance, of course, and really had an opportunity to just kind of sit and appreciate the work that they do. So thank you to all of you that work and also support in public service. Women's History Month. If you are not aware, March is Women's History Month here in the United States. And we also had International Women's Day on March 8th. The new group that we do have here at RTA, Elevating Women Together, EWT, has been very busy as far as highlighting women in Cleveland's history. We had bios of Stephanie Tubb Jones, a bio of Eliza Simmons Bryant, and also facts from their bios to be shared on social media pages. We really do appreciate it. I believe I'm in one of those slides myself, just to be able to kind of say thank you to those women who are actually breaking barriers and shattering glass ceilings to be able to do the things that may have not been envisioned for them years ago. So we appreciate everyone's work and continue to do a great job. We also have a short video. This is our marketing campaign, kind of our quarterly management report. We're going to a electronic format. You may have realized the last few have been electronic. This is our attempt at also trying to kind of go paperless in some respects. And we have a short video for our 2020 annual report. Our theme is You Drive Us. Hi, I'm India Birdsong, CEO and General Manager at the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority. There's no denying that 2020 was a challenging year, but with those life-altering events came opportunity to be resilient, resourceful, and strong, to engage with the community and to ensure we're best serving our riders, our employees, and all of Greater Cleveland. With your help, we were able to renew our focus and move forward, to keep making meaningful connections, to put people and their safety first by implementing an effective COVID response, to redesign our system to meet more of your needs, and to make the all-day pass even more affordable. We added Wi-Fi to help bridge the digital divide and continue to celebrate our wonderfully diverse community. And the work does not end here. We'll keep listening, learning, and making changes so we best serve you. In the meantime, take a look at what you've helped us achieve, because here at RTA, you drive us.
Very good.
So that's a quick video just to be able to kind of launch into our annual report. With that, I believe that concludes our report from me. If there's any questions from the board at this time, happy to take them.
Thank you. Any questions to the
Hello?
statements from board?
Hello?
If not, thank you very
You're on
much.
the air. Please go ahead.
There's a lot of
Hello?
interesting things on your report.
This is Reverend Pinckney Butts. Am I on the air now? Because I hear the meeting still going.
Come to fruition.
Hello?
The next is the president's
Hello?
report. I've only been president for 30 minutes.
Number ending in 0820. You're on the air.
Now, it's a minister. I can
Good
make
morning,
a report,
everyone.
but we'll skip all
This
that.
is Reverend Pinckney
We'll
Butts,
do that next
and I
time.
was calling for.
Is there any old business?
Hello?
All right, it's time again for our public comments on non-agenda items.
Hello?
Have anybody on the line?
In the holding queue.
We do have one
A beeping
caller on the
noise
line.
will indicate when you are back on with the host. Press star
Caller?
6.
Oh, you're on the air.
Caller,
Please
are
go
you on the
ahead.
line?
Yes, I am. Please go ahead. You can hear us. Yes. My name is Rico Dixon. I'm the president of the
Caller from number ending in 0820. You're on the air.
Online comments.
Okay. I'm the president.
We have a comment
Unfortunately, it does
from
appear we're
Bob
still having
Ross
some
of
technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Strongsville.
I think I had him muted from this end. It's the, I just request to unmute.
Congratulations to Reverend Lucas and Ms. Moss. Thank you to Mr.
Caller, are you
Justin
on the
Bibb
line?
and Mayor Cross for a job well done. Good luck to both of you in the
Hello?
future with so many new faces added and new responsibilities.
Hello?
We look for
Caller,
many-
are you on the line?
I'm here. Hello? Can you hear me?
Caller, please go ahead.
Hi, this is Reverend Pinckney Butts. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can move on to the online comments.
Matt, can you hear me? Hello?
So we have a comment from Bob Ross of Strongsville. Okay. Congratulations to Reverend Lucas and Ms. Moss.
Hello?
A big thank you to
Hello?
Mr. Justin Bibb and Mayor Clough for
Hello?
a job well done. Good luck to both of you in the future. With so many new faces added and new responsibilities, we look for many positive changes to enhance the performance of RTA. With the redesign coming soon, we can expect a great improvement in service and frequency for affairs, transit police, paratransit, safety issues for operations and riders and other items need to be addressed. I'm sure that the new board
Reverend Pinckney Butts in all of the
Bird
cities.
song at the wheel, it will be exciting.
Something's
I
wrong with your
always
phones.
Listen to the board meetings and can see many positive changes already. Reverend Lucas, your wisdom and humor is greatly appreciated. Thanks again for all of your effort and dedication. End of comment. The next comment is from Chris Martin of Cleveland. I want to welcome Mayor Kumar. I hope you see the importance of public transit to residents throughout Cuyahoga County.
Thank you.
Even
You
those
may
in
listen to the
areas
show
not
while
very well
waiting.
served
A
by
beeping
RTA.
noise will
Thank you to
indicate
Justin
when
Bibb
you are
for
on
his
the air with
service
the
on the
host.
board. Condolences to the family of George Zeller, a fierce advocate for public transit. Members of the board, you are the boss of this agency. You must take a leading role in the agency's direction. A clear place to start, in my opinion, is the Transit Police Department, having recently fired a violent dishonest cop. The time is more than right for the board to take a deep dive on what it means to provide the riding public safety throughout the system. Members of the board, you will soon hire a new police chief, but do you really understand what the transit police do? You must have a full understanding of what it means to provide public safety before you can decide who should lead a department that many people say is authentical to to public safety. Make up that word. End of comment. The next comment is Brittany Madison of Cleveland. She just says no new route cuts. And then the end of comment. And then I believe we did get Chris's statement earlier. And then the next comment is from Lou. Okay. Glad Reverend Lucas has become the new president of the board to continue making RTA better public
Hey, sweetie,
service.
tell him
For all
something's
residents
wrong. Tell him
of the county.
I've been on hold, please.
However, the system
Let
redesign
them know
has
I'm on
not
hold,
been up
please.
to riders.
Something happened. Okay, yeah, because I've been on
reality
hold, and then when I heard somebody say go ahead, and then I didn't hear anything after that.
Of the
I couldn't hear anything. There was nothing was coming
Utilized
through.
Well, I doubt-
Because I actually was listening at that point.
Yeah, I dialed in from 848-8907
residents in the county
because I don't know what happened with this number. Yeah, I'm on hold now listening. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Please reconsider all these matters. GCRTA made decisions only based on funding and management points of view and make correction accordingly. End of comment. The next comment is from Henry Verismonti of Cleveland. Abolish the transit police from more frequent bus service. End of comment. The next comment is from Larry Rodriguez. of Cleveland. I request no changes and no cuts to existing routes, RTA routes. Changes and cuts in routes will negatively affect my independence and freedom navigating through the community. End of comment. The next comment is from Carla Cease of Cleveland, requesting no cuts and no changes to any existing RTA routes. Individuals like my son, who has disabilities but is not eligible for paratransit, depend on RTA bus routes, rapids, and trolleys for their independence. Changes in the routes will eliminate opportunity for employment, school functions, and medical visits. End of comment. Next comment, I believe Ms. Lou already had a comment, so we're just going to do one comment per person. Next comment is from Diane Howard of Cleveland. I use the 36 route for medical purposes, and the proposed solution will limit access for me to reach the doctors. I am requesting no cuts and no changes to any existing routes. End of comment. The next comment is from Will Tarter of Broadview Heights. And this comment actually was sent to the board in EMT. He wanted to commend us on the process by which we take public comment. The following message was submitted for the February 16th board meeting, but was not received and read into the record due to a logistical error. It is being submitted to be read for the March 23rd, 2021 meeting. Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board. This comment is a private citizen and not representative of any employer. As I have been listening to the meeting today, I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge RTA members, board members, and staff for the efforts to receive public comment in this virtual environment. I think it is important to acknowledge the efforts that RTA had made to provide a method to accept public comment by phone, as well as accepting written comments before and during the meetings, which are read aloud into the record. These methods ensure that they are heard by all individuals as well as entered into the video record for future listening. I believe that these methods can and should be used as examples of how other public bodies can ensure that public voices are heard by officials and other members of the public during general body meetings, even in a virtual environment. With many thanks, Will Tarter. End of comment. And that is the end of the comments.
All right. There's a person.
Is the caller still there?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
No, we have no further.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Thank
Yes,
you
I
very
am
much.
there.
That concludes that section.
I am still here.
An executive session has been requested
I'm still here.
to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official.
I don't know
We
why
have
they
a
did
motion to
that.
go
I
into
know they see this call in the
executive
queue.
session. Second.
Thank you for calling our TABOT meeting.
Thank you.
How could they say that I'm not on the phone and I'm here?
Call the roll for that. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'll call the roll for it.
Okay, Mr. Bird is not here. Mayor Byrne.
Reverend Pinckney Butts, who's been on here, and I don't know why you're saying I'm not on here.
Okay. Mr. Joyce. Mr. Joyce.
Must be Reverend Lucas having this done.
Okay. Mayor Kumar.
Yes.
Reverend Lucas.
Yes.
Ms. McCall.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Moss. Ms. Moss. Okay. Ms. Peo.
Yes.
Mr. Serrano is not here. Mayor Weiss.
Thank you. You may listen to the
Okay,
show
we
while
have 8
waiting.
A's
A beep
and
of
unopposed. I
noise
just
will
ask all the
indicate
board
when you are
members
on
to
the
stay
air
on
with
this
the
line.
host.
You don't have to do anything. We just have to cut the audio to the live stream and cut the recording, which I'm.
They know that was foul. They know I was sitting in here in this meeting. So I filed a complaint against them in the Civil Rights Commission. They're always doing some foul stuff to me. Now, how was I not in the meeting? All rights reserved for this video. You heard that yourself, right?
Hello?
You heard that yourself, right?
What's that?
You heard them say that they had no callers in the queue, right? Because you know my number. You know I was on the phone the whole time. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous for real. And I know they saw my number. I had two phones I had on, and
Okay.
two phones. I had the 548 and the 848, and I announced my name. And I believe Reverend Lucas is probably behind that because Reverend Lucas doesn't believe really in women preachers in the first place.
He doesn't have any say. He doesn't have any say on that. That's actually handled by the table IT person.
IT.
That,
Okay.
So let me do this. I'm going to put it. I'm going to address it to the IT department. And
I think this is just getting ridiculous. I almost didn't even come to the board meeting this morning because I'm tired of the way I'm treated. I really am. And I look forward to the day that I don't have to use RTA for anything.
No, I know, and you know that I don't. I feel bad that that's the way.
I hope I don't. I look forward to the day I don't have to ever use RTA for anything. And I look forward to the day that I don't ever have to use RTA. Right now, I'm in a position sometimes where I need to use it, and when I get the option to not use it, I don't know if I'm going to ever use RTA again, just from the way I've been being treated. I'm serious. And I don't like it. And they want me to be emotional. I remember the day they all laughed at me when I was speaking at the lectern, and I was speaking and they were laughing at me. Not laughing because what I was saying was funny, but laughing at me as if there was a word around the room. And then Reverend Lucas wouldn't even be on that board as a preacher if it had not been for my requesting that a preacher be added to that board, and then he had the nerve to threaten me one day. It's just horrible. It's horrible. And I don't know. I kudos to you. My hat is off to you for enduring. I don't know what happened to Sophia, but I miss her. And it's just horrible. And Latoya Walker Minor does not return any phone calls to me because she just feels like she's raised up. She and I grew up in the same church together. Her husband is a bishop. I know him too. Who feels like it's necessary to watch me. He told me one day, I'm watching you. You don't need to watch me. I don't know what the rumor is, Mary. I don't know what the word is. But I've been faithful. I've been faithful to this organization. And I've been kind, and I've been generous, and I've been patient, and I've been supportive of this company for them to treat me like this. And then people have the right to put their hands on me when they get ready to. Violently. I'll talk to you later. I'm very disappointed, and I'm very disenfranchised. And until they do right by me, there are some things that are going to take place. And I'm glad that they got legislation to finally come forward or whatever, but it's all a scam. They're still not listening. And to mistreat me, everyone's been allowed to make their comments, but why is it that when I make mine, it's either a joke or it's some type of negative idea behind it, a connotation behind it? I've never been disrespectful. Never have I disrupted anything. Never have I. And then these organizations that are coming in now are coming in after I've been in there. I've been coming there faithfully for over 19 years.
Right.
That's one of the reasons I filed my complaint in the Civil Rights Commission. I'm just tired of it. And I look forward to the day I don't need it. I don't have to even deal with RTA ever again on this side of earth. And I'll talk to you later. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.
Take care, please. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
40 years in the wilderness. But I'm coming out. Yes, I am. I'm coming out. All rights reserved for this and all of my videos.